de VBS,
Hello kids, welcome to our first day of VBS,
Rocky Railway.
Rocky Railway.
Y estamos muy contentos de que nos estén acompañando hoy
We're really happy that you guys are here with us today.
en esta aventura entre las montañas rocosas.
In this adventure in the Rocky Mountains.
En este tren que nos llevará a muchas aventuras con nuestros Bible Buddies de este año.
In this train that will take us to many adventures with our Bible buddies.
Así que antes de seguir con todo esto, vamos a cantar nuestra primera canción.
Before we start this, we're going to sing our first song.
Así que sacúdanse,
So shake it off,
preparen sus manos, sus pies.
prepare your hands and your feet.
Vamos a celebrar que el poder de Jesús nos ayuda.
We're going to celebrate that Jesus' power will pull us through.
Así que vamos a cantar nuestra primera canción
So we're going to sing our first song.
que se llama
That's called
Your Power Will Pull Us Through. Yeah, vamos a cantar.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you, your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, trusting in you, trusting in you. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you.
¡Wow! Esa canción estuvo súper divertida.
Wow, that song was so fun.
¿Les gustó?
Did you guys like it?
¿Pudieron ver todo por el tren?
Did you see all over the train?
¡Wow! Me encantó.
Wow, we loved it.
Así que ahora vamos a seguir con VBS y vamos a hablar sobre los trenes.
So we're going to continue in this VBS and talk about trains.
¿Alguien sabe algo de ellos?
Do you guys know anything about them?
Pues yo quería contarles que los trenes pueden recorrer largas distancias,
Well, I can tell you that trains can go long distances,
subir y bajar cerros,
go up and down hills,
con la ayuda de un motor de vapor.
with the help of a steam engine.
Y se oye complicado,
It sounds complicated,
pero traje esto
but we brought this
para que ustedes entiendan cómo el motor funciona.
so you guys can understand how the engine works.
Y sí, ¿verdad? Ya saben que es una tetera.
And you guys know what a teapot is.
Llenamos de agua
We know that we fill a teapot with water,
y pues ya la ponemos al fuego
then you put it on top of the heat,
y el agua empieza a hervir adentro.
and the water starts to boil inside.
Y ese vapor sube
And all the vapor from the water goes up,
y hace una presión muy fuerte
and it makes a lot of pressure.
y pues el vapor sale de la tetera.
So the vapor comes out of the teapot.
Y sabemos cuando el agua está lista.
And then that's how we know how the water is ready.
Bueno, así es como el motor del tren funciona,
That's kind of like how the engine of a train works,
pero en mayor cantidad.
but bigger.
Con esa presión adentro del motor,
With all the pressure inside of the engine,
ayuda a que el tren se mueva
it helps the train to keep going
y recorra largas distancias
and go long distances
y suba cerros súper altos
and go places very high.
y ayuda a que las personas lleguen a su destino. Y hablando del poder que los trenes tienen,
And talking about the power that trains have,
vamos a hablar sobre el poder que Jesús tiene.
we're going to talk about the power that Jesus has.
Y a lo mejor cuando tú oyes la palabra poder,
And maybe when you think about the word power,
te imaginas a un superhéroe con superpoderes,
you'll imagine a superhero with superpowers,
súper fuerte y musculoso.
super strength, and big muscles.
Pero ese no es el poder que Dios tiene.
That's not the type of powers that God has.
El poder de Dios es mucho más grande,
The power of God is much bigger and stronger.
porque Dios tiene el poder de crear océanos y montañas,
Because God has the power to create mountains and oceans.
solamente hablando.
Just by speaking.
Él también tiene el poder de amar y perdonar.
But He also has the power to love and forgive.
También nos conforta y nos sana.
He also heals us and comforts us.
El poder que Dios tiene es mucho más grande que hasta la misma muerte,
But God's strength, His power is much stronger than death.
porque Jesús,
Because Jesus,
que es el Hijo de Dios,
who is the Son of God,
venció a la muerte.
overcame the same death.
Él tiene el mismo poder que Dios tiene.
He has the same power that God has.
Y esta semana vas a también aprender sobre el poder que la sangre de Jesús tiene.
And this week, you'll be learning about the power that Jesus' blood has.
Hablando del poder de Jesús, vamos a la segunda canción,
And talking about the power of Jesus, we're going on to the next song.
que se llama
That's called
Power in the Blood.
Would you do service for Jesus, your King? There's power in the blood, power in the blood. Would you live daily His praises to sing? There's wonderful power in the blood. There is power, power, wonder
And now we're going to learn the Bible point of the day,
que es
which is
el poder de Jesús nos ayuda a hacer las cosas que son difíciles.
Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Confía en Jesús.
Trust in Jesus.
Y esto es lo que vas a hacer cada que escuches el punto bíblico, simulando un silbato de tren. ¡Chu, chu!
So this is what we're going to do every single time you hear the Bible point of today, simulating a train horn. Choo choo.
Entonces vamos a hacerlo. El poder de Jesús nos ayuda a hacer las cosas que son difíciles. Confía en Jesús.
So let's do it right now. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus.
Ahora vamos a aprender el versículo bíblico de hoy.
Now we're going to learn the Bible verse of today.
Y lo encontramos en la Biblia en Filipenses 4:13,
And we find the verse in Philippians 4:13,
que dice así: todo lo puedo en Cristo que me fortalece.
which says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Jesús es el que nos da la fuerza para sobrellevar la tristeza, la confusión y a veces hasta el enojo.
Jesus is the one who gives us the power, gives us strength to power through sadness, anger, and confusion.
Ahora vamos a cantar la siguiente canción que es también sobre el poder de Jesús,
Now, let's go to the next song, which talks about the power of Jesus,
que se llama
which is called
Power
Shuffle.
Shuffle.
I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power. Yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power. Yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. 'Cause God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop. I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power. Yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power. Yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. Let's do it all again right now. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop.
Hey there, friends! Glad you're all on board for a rambunctious week of faith and fun at Rocky Railway. I'm Ramsey, a bighorn sheep, Can you guess why? Okay, that was too easy. Check out these cool, curvy horns God gave me. Ram's horns can weigh up to 30 pounds. That's as much as some of our littlest preschool buddies. Wow! My horns have to be tough because we male sheep use them to keep other rams out of our territory. People who study rams say we can run into each other at 20 to 40 miles per hour. Bam! You can hear that sound for miles. Me and my herd hang out all over the majestic, massive Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains rock! If you head up to find me, strap on your hiking boots. Sometimes my herd grazes in an alpine meadow. 'Cause that's where the good stuff is. Wow, good! But the meadow makes us an easy target for predators, so we also like to climb way up those crazy cliffs. We sheep like it steep. Me and my family can hang out on a little teeny tiny ledge that's only a few inches wide. Animals like bears or coyotes can't bother us here. Whew! And check out the view! God made us just right for staying safe in those hard, rocky places. My hooves are split and have a rough skin on the bottom that grips tight to the rugged rocks. Plus, I've got excellent eyesight. No glasses for me. It may sound like climbing these cliffs and balancing on jagged ledges is hard to do, but God has given me everything I need to live here. Find food and keep my family safe. I've heard that you sometimes have to do hard things too. When there's a bully at school, maybe you feel like you're in a rough, rocky place. You may not be balanced on a cliff ledge like me, but maybe you have to balance homework, chores, sports, music, and friendships. That sounds hard. Maybe coming here today and making new friends even feels like a hard thing for you. But did you know you don't face those hard things alone? No way! Jesus is right beside you. Yep, even right now. He gives you His power to climb through those mountains of worry and get through any rough stuff you gotta do. The Bible powers you up with this truth. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. That means you don't have to have your own power to do hard things. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus.
Hey everyone, I'm Josue and I'm here to lead Bible Adventures, where we're going to be learning totally awesome and totally true Bible stories. Thank you so much for inviting me into your homes today. Today, we'll talk about how Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Some things can come easy to us, like dribbling a basketball or jumping rope. Other things can be hard, like doing math or juggling. Is there something that's hard for you to do? And nice. What are you doing here?
I'm hiding
Hiding from who?
from everyone.
Everyone. That's impossible. Oh, by the way, this is my friend Ananias. Ananias, these are my friends.
Hi,
So, why are you hiding?
Saul. He's here in Damascus, and he wants to arrest anyone that loves Jesus, and I love Jesus.
Oh no.
He's thrown a lot of my friends in jail, and he's here.
But didn't you hear? Jesus appeared to Saul and shone a bright light around him. Jesus spoke to Saul, and he fell to the ground and went blind. His friends guided him here to Damascus.
Yeah, I guess. And God also came to me in a vision to tell me to go and ask for a man from Tarsus named Saul, and to place my hands on him and pray so Saul can see again.
Wow, that's amazing. So why aren't you listening to God?
Because the first thing Saul is going to see once he has his vision back is me, and he arrests Christians. He throws rocks at us and locks us up in chains. Why is God asking me to do something so hard?
Actually, I was just talking to my friends about that. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. We all have to do hard things, but you're not alone. And know Jesus is there to help us. Hey friends, help me pray for my friend Ananias. God, I ask you give Ananias strength and courage as he goes to meet Saul. Thank you for always being there for us when things get hard, and for never letting us be alone. Amen. Thank you for helping me pray. Good luck, Ananias.
Bye.
Let's try an exercise. If you have a partner, grab your partner right now, and then stand about arm length apart from your partner. And what you're gonna do is a trust fall. So I'm gonna trust my friend to catch me. All right, you got this?
I got you.
Wow. That was pretty scary. I could have fallen. But just how he caught me, God is always there to catch us, even though we can't see him. Hey, I just got a text from Ananias. He says he went to the house and found Saul. He put his hand on his shoulder, and Saul could see again. He then started following Jesus, and he was then baptized. I think God's gonna have some big plans for Saul.
Hola, bienvenidos al día número 1 de Rocky Railway Class and Play.
Hi. Welcome to the first day of the Rocky Railway Craft and Play.
Esta semana vamos a aprender todo sobre el poder de Jesús
This week we're going to learn a lot about Jesus' power
y también sobre los trenes,
and about trains as well,
que son muy grandes y poderosos
which are big and powerful
y que necesitan de mucha fuerza para mover cosas pesadas sobre las montañas.
and need a lot of force to move big things around the mountains.
Así que vamos a hacer nuestro propio vagón de tren.
So we're going to make our own boxcar.
Y estos son los materiales que vamos a necesitar.
And these are the materials we're going to have to use.
Así que en casa, con ayuda de papá o mamá,
So here at your house, with the help of your parents,
van a recortar y a pegar su carrito de tren.
you're going to cut out and glue your Billy boxcar.
Y una vez que lo tienen pegado,
And once you have them all glued together,
pueden colorearlo o pueden decorarlo con calcomanías.
you can color it, you decorate it with stickers and other colors.
Hacerlo como a ustedes más les guste.
Do it, you guys can make it however you guys would like to.
Y nuestro carrito de tren está hecho para cargar cosas,
And our Billy boxcar is made so that we can specifically carry things.
pero no se puede llenar él solo.
But it can't fill up by itself.
Así que vamos a ayudarle
So we're going to help it out
a llenar su carga.
in filling it up with cargo.
Así que
So-
vamos a llenarlo
We're going to fill it up
con lo que va a transportar.
with what it's going to transport.
Nuestro vagón de tren
Our Billy boxcar
tuvo que transportar una carga muy pesada.
had to carry around a really, really heavy load.
Asimismo, el poder de Jesús
Just like the power of Jesus
nos ayuda con las cosas difíciles.
helps us with difficult things.
Así que
So
confía en Jesús.
trust Jesus.
Bienvenidos a la Estación de la Imaginación.
Welcome to the Imagination Station.
Estamos muy contentos de que nos acompañes en este día.
We're so glad that you're here with us today.
Y ya no puedo esperar para aprender esta semana acerca del poder de Jesús.
I can't wait to see what incredible things we'll discover about Jesus' power this week.
Pero me gustaría hacerte una pregunta.
But first, we want to ask you a question.
¿Trajiste tu imaginación?
Did you bring your imagination?
Estaba preocupada, pues hoy es el primer día de nuestra escuelita de verano.
I was worried you might have forgotten your imagination because it's the first day of VBS.
Así es que platicaba con Ramsey.
And so, I was talking with Ramsey.
Ramsey es un borrego cimarrón que vive en las montañas rocosas.
Ramsey's a bighorn sheep who lives in the Rocky Mountains.
¿Pueden imaginar eso? Hermosas montañas y escenarios espectaculares.
Can you imagine that? Beautiful mountains and the scene would be spectacular.
Pero Ramsey me decía que también a veces es difícil vivir allí.
But Ramsey also told me that sometimes it's difficult to live up there.
Y más cuando cae nieve.
And even more so when it's snowing.
Pero es cuando los pies de Ramsey le ayudan a caminar por lugares resbalosos y también por la nieve.
But that's when Ramsey's sure-footed feet help him walk through the slippery slopes during snowfall.
Así es que para imaginarnos eso, ¿están listos?
And so to imagine that, you ready?
1, 2, 3. Aún en la nieve, Ramsey está seguro que el poder de Jesús le ayudará a hacer cosas difíciles.
And so Ramsey remembers that with Jesus' power, we can do hard things.
Confía en
Jesus.
Jesús.
Cada día estaremos haciendo una pregunta y ustedes tendrán la oportunidad de votar.
Every day we'll be asking you a question and you guys get the opportunity to vote on.
Y antes de continuar con el siguiente paso, me gustaría hacerles una pregunta.
And so before we begin, we would like to ask you a question.
¿Cuánto le toma a un borrego cimarrón bebé caminar tan bien como su mamá?
How long does it take for a baby bighorn sheep to walk as well as its mother?
6 semanas
6 weeks
o un día?
or 1 day?
Ahora sí, vamos a hacer redoble de tambores. ¿Listos?
So now we'll begin the drum roll.
Y la respuesta es un día.
And the answer is 1 day.
Un bebé cimarrón puede caminar en un día tan bien como su madre y también subir montañas.
A baby bighorn sheep can walk around the Rocky Mountains as well as its mother in just 1 day.
En unos minutos vamos a hacer un experimento científico divertido.
In a minute, we'll be doing a fun sciencey invention.
Pero antes de empezar, quiero que vayan a agarrar una hoja de papel y marcadores de colores.
But before we begin, we want you to go grab a piece of paper and colored markers.
Así es que les voy a dar unos segundos.
And so we'll give you a bit of time to do so.
Si ya están listos, vamos a dibujar dos líneas verticales del punto A al punto B.
So now that we're ready, we'll be using our black marker to draw a line from point A to point B.
Después vamos a dibujar líneas horizontales.
Then we'll be adding horizontal lines to our tracks.
Podemos dibujar árboles y montañas.
You can use your colored markers to draw trees and mountains.
Y podemos poner la decoración que quieran.
And you can also add whatever else you want for decoration.
Hoy hemos descubierto que a través del poder de Jesús podemos hacer cosas difíciles.
Today, we're discovering that with Jesus' power, we can do hard things.
Confía en
in
Jesús.
Jesus.
A veces las cosas pueden parecer difíciles
Sometimes things can seem hard,
y pueden salirse también de control.
and it can just get out of hand.
Otras veces podemos tomar rumbos diferentes.
And sometimes life just goes in every direction.
Así es que el experimento científico de este día nos va a poder ayudar a imaginar lo que significa eso.
And so today's invention will help us see what that's like.
Así es que voy a darles unos segundos para que vayan y agarren su kit del primer día de la escuelita de verano.
And so we will be giving you time to go out and get your kit for the first day of VBS.
¿Listos?
Ready?
Vamos a agarrar el rodillo y lo vamos a separar.
We will be grabbing the spool and separated it into 2 parts.
Vamos a tomar la liga y vamos a usar el clip para meterlo adentro.
We will be grabbing the rubber band and attaching it to the paper clip so that way we can thread the rubber band.
Es como si fuera una aguja. Vamos a agarrar la parte más pequeña del rodillo
We will be grabbing the smaller spool part with the raised hole,
y vamos a meter el clip dentro del agujerito del rodillo.
and we'll be entering the clip through the hole of the spool.
Con mucho cuidado,
With a lot of care,
vamos a agarrar el popote más grande
we'll be grabbing the bigger straw
y lo vamos a meter dentro de la liga.
and place it inside of the rubber band.
de esta manera. Ahora vamos a tomar la otra parte del rodillo.
Now we'll be grabbing the other part of the spool,
Por la parte de dentro vamos a meter una vez más el clip.
and we will be using the clip to thread the rubber band through the other hole.
Y vamos a cerrar el rodillo.
And now we will close together this spool.
¿Se fijan?
See?
Ahora vamos a meter nuestro dedo en la parte de la liga interior
And so we will put our finger in the middle
De
of
esta
the
manera.
rubber band,
y vamos a meter el otro popote.
and then we will put in the other straw.
Y quitamos el clip.
And now you can remove the clip.
Esto es lo que tenemos.
This is what it should look like.
Vamos a agarrar nuestro rodillo descarrilado de este extremo
We will be grabbing our spool from the side with a smaller straw,
y vamos a darle vueltas al este lado al popote más largo con nuestro dedo.
and using our finger, we will be spinning the side with the bigger straw.
Y con esto vamos a concluir.
And with this, we'll be finished.
Vamos a recordar que no importa lo que pase en nuestra vida, Dios tiene un plan especial para cada uno de nosotros.
And so we can take the time to remember that in everyone's lives, Jesus has a special plan for us.
Y que Jesús siempre nos va a ayudar a hacer cosas difíciles.
And that Jesus will always help us do hard things.
Y ahora lo vamos a soltar.
And now we will let go of our spool.
Por hoy hemos terminado, pero espero que podamos recordar que a través del poder de Jesús podemos hacer cosas muy difíciles.
We're done for today, and hope that you all remembered that with Jesus' power, we can do hard things.
Confía
Trust
en
Jesus.
Jesús. Bienvenidos viajeros.
Welcome, travelers.
Wow, este viaje estuvo lleno de sonrisas, canciones y sorpresas.
This trip was full of smiles, surprises, and songs.
Me encantó.
I liked it.
Bueno, ahora en su kit van a encontrar los Bible Buddies de toda la semana.
In your kit, you're going to find your Bible buddies from the entire week.
Pídele a papá o a mamá que te ayude a encontrarlo.
Ask your mom or your dad to help you find them.
¿Te acuerdas? Es Ramsey, el borrego cimarrón.
Remember, it's Ramsey the Ram.
Y aquí lo tengo.
Here he is.
Ok, lo que vas a hacer es poner tus manos como una montaña, porque ¿te acuerdas? Él vive en las montañas.
Okay, so what you're going to do is put your hands like a mountain, because remember, he lives in the mountains.
Ahora, mamá o papá, agarra el Bible Buddy y ponlo en la cima de la montaña.
Okay, parents, get your Bible buddy and put him on top of the mountain.
Ahora ya lo tienes, lo puedes coleccionar en tu ganchito.
Now you have him, so now you can put him in your little hook.
Y recuerda, él te va a ayudar a recordar el punto bíblico de hoy, que es
And remember, he's going to help you remember your Bible point of today, which is
el poder de Jesús nos ayuda a hacer las cosas que son difíciles. Trust Jesus.
Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus.
La tripulación de tren enfrenta muchos obstáculos durante su viaje.
The train crew faces a lot of challenges throughout their entire journey.
Ellos tienen que levantar cosas muy pesadas hacia el tren.
You have to haul cargo on the train.
Tienen que asegurarse que sus pasajeros estén salvos.
You have to make sure that their passengers are safe.
También, si alguno de los trenes se avería, ellos tienen que repararlo.
They also have to fix broken trains.
Y lo más importante, tienen que asegurarse que todos lleguen a su destino a tiempo.
And most importantly, they have to make sure that the train makes it on time.
Encontré un reto con las vías del tren.
I found a tricky track challenge.
Vamos a ponernos un reto tal como los tripulantes del tren enfrentan.
Let us challenge ourselves like the challenges that the train crew faces.
Y ustedes pueden encontrar estas vías en su kit.
And you can find these train tracks in your kits.
Ok, primero vamos a usar uno.
But let us use one.
Ustedes tienen que poner sus deditos o sostenerlo de los puntos que tienen marcados.
You're gonna have to put your fingers on the top right and left corner.
Ok, y el reto es que ustedes tienen que cortarlos en 3 vías solamente con un movimiento.
The challenge is you're going to have to cut out the 3 train tracks and 1 movement.
Soy fácil, ¿verdad?
Sounds pretty easy, right?
Porque pues que nada más vamos a romper la hoja.
I mean, you're just gonna have to rip the piece of paper,
Ok, pero solamente en un movimiento.
but only in one movement.
Ok, vamos a hacerlo a las cuentas de 3.
We're gonna have to do it in the count of 3.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Oh, ni siquiera corté nada. ¿Ustedes pudieron? Ok,
I didn't cut anything.
vamos a intentarlo otra vez. 1,
Let's try it one more time.
2
1, 2,
y 3.
3.
¡Oh, no!
Oh no.
A veces las cosas que se ven fáciles resultan ser difíciles.
Sometimes the things that look easy turn out to be difficult.
Como a lo mejor aprender a usar la computadora
Like learning how to use your computer,
o aprender una nueva receta de cocina.
or like making or learning a new cook recipe.
Ok, vamos a intentarlo de nuevo.
Okay, let's try it again.
Pero aquí hay un tip,
Well, here's a tip.
porque todos necesitamos ayuda.
'Cause we all need help.
Así como necesitamos la ayuda de Jesús algunas veces.
Like sometimes we need the help of Jesus.
O más bien, casi siempre.
I mean, all the time.
Entonces,
So
lo que
now-
vas a hacer
What you're going to do,
es poner tu boca en la vía del medio
put your mouth in the middle track.
y vas a agarrarlo con tu boca o tus dientes.
You're gonna grab it with your mouth or your teeth.
No tiene que ser tan fuerte, solamente.
It doesn't have to be so hard, just grab it.
Ok, y a la cuenta de 3 vamos a hacer el mismo movimiento.
And on the count of 3, we're gonna do the same movement.
Ok, 1,
Okay, 1,
¿puedes contar tú?
2, 3.
¡Yeah! ¡Lo hicimos!
We did it.
Es lo que queríamos hacer, ese era el reto.
This is what we want to do. That was the challenge.
Cortar las 3 vías en un solo movimiento.
Cut out the 3 train tracks in one movement.
Ven, con la ayuda de nuestra boca fue mucho más fácil.
See? The help with our mouth was even easier.
Así es nuestra vida.
That is our life.
Muchas veces tenemos cosas que son muy difíciles de hacer.
Sometimes we have a lot of difficult things to do.
O vienen cosas difíciles a nuestra vida.
Or difficult things come into our lives.
Pero cuando nosotros dejamos que Jesús nos ayude
But when we let Jesus help us,
y que su poder sea el que trabaje en nosotros,
and we let His power work and flow through us,
todo se puede,
everything is possible.
hasta lo imposible.
Even impossible.
¿Recuerdas el versículo de hoy?
Do you remember the Bible verse of today?
Todo lo puedo en Cristo que me fortalece.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Pero esto fue todo por nuestro primer día.
Well, that was it for today.
Esperamos que te haya gustado y te hayas divertido como nosotros.
We hope you enjoyed it and you've had fun with us.
Y recuerda,
And remember,
el poder de Jesús nos ayuda a hacer las cosas que son difíciles. Confía en Jesús.
Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus.
Hasta mañana.
Bye.